As a kid, all I could think about was getting out and running around. Heard my teachers and my bosses making offers to tie me down. But the poets and the misfits, the lost and profound, we're talking like the world's a big old tangle of souls. So I set out for the shimmering distance, not dressed for the wind and rain, unaware that any blessing worth having comes with a burden of pain. And all the love and all the hurt, the sacred and profane, are bundled together in the bittersweet tangle of souls. The way wound through towns and tenements, through deserts and dirty streets, I struggle to hear a kindred heart in the chorus of concrete. But by happenstance I chanced upon the ones I needed to meet. Such a rare thread in this vast tangle of souls. Between the field of stars above, between the field of stars above, and the fields of dead below, taking a wayward shot at love, giving it all back when we go. I saw plenty people living with nothing and felt grateful for my shoes, for all the road took from me and all I've still got left to lose. Some nights I swear I hear this whole old world croaking the blues, howling the hurt of this tragic tangle of souls. It's a fleeting incarnation, it's a gift that you can't keep. Stardust with a will to live is all there is to me. Every atom's borrowed and every heart's a refugee, just looking for home in this strange tangle of souls. Between the field of stars above, and the fields of dead below, taking a wayward shot at love, giving it all back when we go. Some say this world's an accident, just a clockwork running down. Some talk like it's a tournament where the coolest gets the crown. Seems to me it's a pilgrimage and every step's hallowed ground. A walk through fire in a holy tangle of souls. My brain boggles at the distance that brought this song to you. All the bottlenecks and borders I put my body through. Hualien City to hide a Guaycatumba to Kalamazoo, wide-eyed wandering through this fathomless tangle of souls. Between the field of stars above, I'm tired of all this calculating, waiting around so long. Takes a lonesome rambler to sing a lonesome rambling song. Honey, put your good foot in the road. Figure out the details, check your numbers twice. If you want to make a break for it, well, don't take that advice. Honey, put your good foot in the road. Tell you a card laid is a card played. When it's him that's dealing, well, exceptions do get made. Honey, put your good foot in the road. I sure like Mama's biscuits and her homemade apple jam, but I love the feel of waking up not knowing where I am. Honey, put your good foot in the road. On forever, the road it never stops. Just easy on your liver, boys, and careful round the cops. Honey, put your good foot in the road. There's plenty generous people on the right and on the left. You'll see we're bound together like the warp is to the weft. Honey. Hey, hey!
Honey, put your good foot in the road. Hello out there. We've been enjoying seeing your comments coming in.
Yeah.
We should just say right off the bat that we're not in Roadetta. It feels like a tiny little bit of a drag.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we've only been foiled twice with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, y'all tune in for a Roadetta Roadshow, and all you've got is a
beautiful rug hooking from
Blissfest.
I mean, there is that. So next best thing. Our other show that we were Wi-Fi was in New Orleans.
Yeah. We did.
Wi-Fi.
From the haunted brothel in New Orleans. Yeah.
Which once was.
So yeah, this we're on the Blissfest farm in Bliss, Michigan, in northern Michigan. For those of you Michigan geography buffs, it's right about here. And the Blissfest Festival happens here. We played it this summer, and they just presented a show that we played in Petoskey at the Crooked Tree Arts Center with Hearth and Hymn on Saturday night. And yeah, what a sweet show that was. And then they connected us with the farmhouse, and they're putting us up here.
The generosity of people on the road, it really is a thing, and it's a beautiful thing.
So yeah, we're staying like 5 nights here. It's been so nice to just be out here, and it's northern Michigan has very dark skies, and yeah, it's so starry out here at night.
The Headlands International Dark Sky Park.
Indeed. Yeah.
I might have just read a brochure in front of me. Kindness, yes.
It's been so cool. And yeah, we're getting back on the road tomorrow. No, day after tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
No.
Oh, yay. One more day.
And we're going to Lamb's Retreat, not far from here in Harbor Springs, Michigan. So, yeah, while we're out here, like my phone doesn't work at all, and Pamela's phone doesn't work well, and even the Wi-Fi doesn't work outside this farmhouse. So we decided we just had to do the show indoors, and yeah. And that put us in mind of a song, of course, because this is a song about being out where your phone doesn't work.
Oh yeah, and I don't know if Melissa's watching or not, but I wanted to give a shout out to Melissa.
Oh yeah.
Your bass player in the trio, because she sent me a little sound clip. This is one you wrote for Patreon. And I can't quite get that wonderful little groove out of my head, so I'm kind of, playing what she does. But if she's listening, she's really one of my mentors out there, so I hope I make her proud.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So long. I'm going someplace where nobody locks their doors. Yeah, I trade that swanky penthouse on the boardwalk by the beach for somewhere out the back of nowhere where my mind can go off leash. I'm getting used to the quiet of being alone, but I had to choose to, now that the whole damn world's in my phone. 'Cause my song comes from someplace that signal still don't reach, somewhere out the back of nowhere where my mind can go off leash. They sure got a strange way of talking, making everything a commodity. And they've been bending my ears so long, now they're living in my head rent free. But my thoughts won't be on the market when I find my niche, somewhere out the back of nowhere where my mind can go off leash. In the tall trees, I'm a used to be man about town, just feeling soft breeze and breathing and slowing way down. They say nature talks and I'm listening for whatever she's got to teach, somewhere out the back of nowhere where my mind can go off leash, somewhere out the back of nowhere where my mind can go off leash. Yeah, nice playing, Pamela May.
Hey, just trying to lay down the funky groove.
You're killing
which
it.
I never thought
You're
I
killing
would do.
it. You're killing it. I think
Thanks
probably
to Melissa Walker.
a lot of people watching this show probably already know this, but if you don't know, playing the upright bass was Pamela's pandemic project. Like at the start of the pandemic, she started playing it, and you are killing it.
But you know what I didn't do?
What?
I did not make a rug hook like
Well,
that.
yeah, you tried your hand at rug hooking, but this is pretty
I did
next
make one,
level.
yeah.
Like, I mean, they've been having this festival since 1981. I mean, you know,
Somebody's had some.
you've been playing this bass since 2020, so.
Thanks for the opportunity.
I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing, really. Playing funky bass lines and singing at the same time. All right. Well, it's nice we got friends tuning in. Rick Horseman from Halifax. Man, I haven't seen you in a long time, dude. That's great to see your name. Hey, Jan, how's it going? Great to see you. I'm coming your way
Multitasking.
soon. I'm coming your way.
Working and listening in. Sweet.
And look, here's Liz.
Hey, Liz.
Saying hi to Ruben. Hey, Ruben.
Hey.
Hey,
Auntie
Rain. Hey, Scott Ritter, you perfect
Mom.
attendance award receiver. You're the best.
Yeah.
I love that people like who have never even met in person are all saying hi to one another.
great.
It's so sweet.
Yeah. The more we get together,
Wow.
the happier we'll be. Haven't we
Indeed.
said that on the
Yeah.
show
Hey,
before?
George. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Representing
Yeah.
Riverdale too.
We
Old
were-
Rocky Furrow down there.
Oh, Riverdale here.
Sweet.
What? We were also stoked to see Bob Stenhouse, who we played for back in the
Hastings
summer.
Lake.
That
Maybe want to buy
seems-
a cabin out there.
Yeah.
It really did, except for the mosquitoes. They were just the one downside.
That seems like a long time ago.
Oh.
Hey, Carrie. Yeah, great to see you.
Carrie.
Thanks for showing up. Andrea Cole from Wisconsin.
Sweet.
Thanks
hey,
for
we're
showing
heading
up.
to Wisconsin.
We are. We're coming through Wisconsin, but we're not playing, and we're only in like the northern bit of Wisconsin, but making our way through.
From Taiwan.
Look at that, Kieran from
Sweet.
Taiwan.
Wow.
Thanks for tuning
My
in.
God.
Amazing.
we got-
Hello to your whole fam. You're
Aw.
missed. I would love to get over to Taiwan.
Lovely
sometime
friends.
soon.
Thanks for riding along with
Hey,
us.
Dad, love you.
Hey. From a couple of our favoriteest peoples too.
Oh, wow. Thanks for tuning in, Margot. Okay.
So we should play another
One more
song,
before
I
we
guess.
bring our guests on?
Before we bring
Okay.
our guests on. We're like we're on the home stretch of this trip, which is pretty cool. We're like maybe 5 gigs from home. We have been counting. We've been keeping count of the states that we've been through so far this year, and our count is at 35.
Yeah,
I think.
and the one district.
Yeah, and the District
The
of
one,
Columbia.
the big one. The White House one.
Yeah, we went to the White House. We saw the White House. We saw the Capitol building. We
Yeah.
saw from the White House. We saw 3 black helicopters
We saw the
flying.
thing. We saw people doing their jobs, coming and going.
Yeah.
The big press.
Yeah. We drove into New York City, and I know Pamela was a little bit,
Oh yeah, that was bonkers.
let's say, apprehensive about
Yeah, it was so
going to the big
anxious.
city.
I'm such a prairie kid at heart.
And it went fine, right? I mean,
Yes.
nothing bad happened.
Oh.
But I was a little scared. We were both a little scared about these old bridges that we don't know how tall they are or how tall our vehicle is, and it was a little scary.
We do now.
Yeah, we do now.
We're not just that kind of road hazard.
But yeah, we drove across the George Washington Bridge, and we got right into Harlem. And then it turned out we couldn't go on these parkways on either side of Manhattan.
Who knew?
We just drove straight down the length of Manhattan, pretty much. And it was cool. It was like a tour of Harlem and Midtown and all that.
Yeah.
You know, a
Now that
slow
it's in
way
the
to
rear
get
view,
down
I
New
kind
York
of wish
Island.
I would have just like calmed down and enjoyed it a bit more. We even lucked out on parking in Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah.
Because lucky horseshoes here.
Well, I don't know, Pamela. I think my life has gotten lucky since you joined it.
Well, maybe
You know?
maybe we've got a couple that just like
We
True to each
drove
other.
before that. We came across from Delaware into New Jersey, and we were driving across a bridge in like the south end of the Jersey Shore, and looked out the window, and there was dolphins.
in New Jersey.
Amazing.
And Bruce Springsteen was riding one.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't that great.
but there really
But it
were
was great.
dolphins, and that's I'm gonna pin that on you. That's your horseshoe right there.
Okay, I'll take that one. It was exciting. Hi, Laura Lee. Hi, Brian. It's so fun to see. All right, we should play.
All right. So this is a song we've been singing at every single show, everywhere we go. But I don't think we played it on here in a while.
Especially now, there's
uh,
important things happening. And
Yeah, it's
some divides
it's
that feel
midterm
like they're
time
getting
coming up in the States.
riftier.
And yeah, and the riffs do feel like they're getting riftier. And yeah,
We want to bring it together, regardless of political opinions and
Yeah,
things. Let's
I
stay,
feel
let's stay
like-
friends out there.
I feel like the people have more in common with one another on both sides than they might be aware of, and also the leaders on both sides have more in common with one another as well than they would like to admit. So this one's for the people.
If something happens with the sound out there, we've got 60 of you sound techs. Just put a little comment
Chime
because
in,
we're
yeah.
not sure how it's going on this other side.
I love this country. I love the people and the land. But there's a lot of stuff happening that I can't understand. We got billions for bailouts. We got trillions for wars. But it's hard for working people to make a living anymore. Hear me out for a second. This ain't a partisan song. It ain't about right and left. It's about right and wrong. We're fighting over the scraps while a few are living like kings. 'Cause screwing us over's a bipartisan thing. And it's working people who made this country great, not the greedy opportunists or the peddlers of hate. And if a new day's coming, it's gotta come from you and me. Oh, say, can you see? See, I got a neighbor, we don't always agree. He's a bit of a redneck, according to a hippie like me. But if you're in the ditch, he'll pull you out, I know he will. And that's more than I can say for all those dickheads on the hill. He works hard for his family. He's loyalty and pride. The company took all he gave and then cast him aside. 'Cause there's profit in poverty, hell, there's profit in prisons. And they don't even pay taxes, they just buy politicians. But it's working people who made this country great, not the greedy opportunists or the peddlers of hate. And if a new day's coming, it's gotta come from you and me. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? And in New York Harbor, there's a lady with a flame, still calling in the huddled masses in liberty's name. But there's fear on the airwaves and hatred wrapped in the flag, turning strangers into enemies and our riches into rags. And a revolution to break the grip of greed don't need a strong man or a savior, but I believe we're gonna need whatever magic this whole world's got left to start, and all the ammunition in the chambers of our hearts. It's working people who made this country great, not the greedy opportunists or the peddlers of hate. And if a new day's coming, it's gotta come from you and me. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? Well, thank you, friends.
We also saw the Statue of Liberty when we were driving.
We did.
across
We
the
verified there
bridge.
still is a lady with the flame calling in the huddled masses in Liberty's name. I wouldn't want any of the cynicism expressed about the political class in that last song or anything we've said to discourage anyone from voting. I do hope y'all vote. Those of you citizens on this side of the border, hope y'all vote. And you know, occasionally my heart is really filled up with hope and pride when I see politicians who are actually people of character, like Stacey Abrams running in this election, and Raphael Warnock, and just yesterday or day before yesterday, Lula da Silva finally taking the reins in Brazil. Which, wow, it's not all bad news out there.
Yeah, gotta
Yeah.
keep your sights on the light too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to bring on our guests right quick here, but we should throw up the link for the tip jar. That's where you do it if you want to throw some money our way.
Oh, you have Venmo now.
Oh, I do. Wow. I didn't even tell anybody
The
that.
money.
At Venmo, at scottcook.songs.
Oh.
Whoa.
I
It
didn't know
just
that.
got so easy now for our American friends to kick in dough. It'll go into the diesel and snacks fund, you know, because we need diesel and we need snacks.
Yeah, the Doggone brothers are putting on miles too. So
They are,
yeah.
indeed.
Sharing it out.
This is like a road trip gig for them, hey?
You're also free to watch for free.
You are. If you're in no position to give, don't you worry about it one bit. We are so happy to have you. So we're gonna bring in our guests. They're coming in all the way from the Kootenays in British Columbia, and we're so excited to have them. We shared a couple festival bills with them this summer at Northern Lights Bluegrass and Old Time Fest.
Great festival.
In Big
great
River,
workshops.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah, great people.
Great
yeah.
people, yeah. And then at Tiny Lights in Weimar, British Columbia, again,
Ditto.
great fest.
Cool
great
festival.
people.
Great people.
Yeah. All right, fellas, here you are.
Come on.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
You're on TV.
Wow.
Doggone it.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. I saw Annie here. Hi, Annie.
Yeah, hi, Annie. We don't see her, but she's there somewhere.
Yeah. She's there.
Yeah. So, how's it going there? You're in Cranbrook right now?
Yeah, we're at my place here in Cranbrook. We got our We got our nice, I don't know if you noticed, but we have a nice Bliss Fest poster in the background.
You're feeling the bliss.
Very blissful
bird,
this
yeah.
Tuesday evening.
That's great.
Way
All
to
right.
get with the program.
Yeah, we're blissing out together.
We got the memo. We got the memo for sure.
Somebody's going to make a rug hooking out of that now.
Well, that's high art right there for sure.
Wow. You know, we should probably just have a song right off the hop, and then we'll chat a bit with you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds great.
Sweet.
What are we picking here, Clayton?
Well, shoot. Tell you what. Let's do that. Let's do that little tune I like.
All right, let's do that one.
This is a song called "Wrong Way to Run" by a guy named Willie T. Taylor. We've been kind of worked up this tune. Actually, we worked it up for our set at Northern Lights Bluegrass Fest this year, and we're kind of wondering what to do. I think it was on like the Saturday, and we had a couple holes in our set, and we're like, oh, we should do this song. So we ended up working it up as a banjo mandolin duet, and we're gonna do that one for you called "Wrong Way to Run." Mountains and men are bigger than you think. And some rivers so fast that you can't take a drink. And some burdens so heavy that you can't help but sink. In that ocean with the chains on one too many links. And I'm a laid back one, and I've been one so long. And I ain't perfect, you can tell by my song. Brothers, forgive me for all of my wrongs. The good Lord, He's calling, and it's time to go home. Say what you will, do what you must, and that rain's gonna come and clear up this dust. And I ain't had a home in so very long, but I'm leaving tomorrow, won't you leave the light on? And I'm a laid back one, and I've been one so long. And I ain't perfect, you can tell by my song. And brothers, forgive me for all of my wrongs. The good Lord, He's calling, and it's time to go home. Worn out my shoes on this wrong way to run. Blistered my skin, working hard under the sun. The supper's almost over and I done cleared my plate. There's a light shining yonder and I don't think I'll wait. And I'm a laid back one, and I've been one so long. And I ain't perfect, you can tell by my song. My brothers, forgive me for all of my wrongs. The good Lord, He's calling, and it's time to go home. I'm a laid back one, and I've been one so long. And I ain't perfect, you can tell by my song. And brothers, forgive me for all of my wrongs. The good Lord, He's calling, and it's time to go home. Yes, the good Lord, He's calling, and it's time to go home.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, thanks, you guys.
Wow.
Thank you.
Sounds sweet.
Such beautiful picking.
Yeah, really beautiful harmonies too. Great song. Yeah, so many comments in the comment section there. So sweet. How do you? Yeah, you mentioned I was just sort of curious how you pick your songs, how you pick your repertoire. I know you've got a lot of original music as well.
We kind of like, you got your ear to the ground for songs all the time, right? And we do a mix of originals and traditional old time songs, and then some covers as well. And so you hear a song come along, and sometimes we just look at each other and be like, that's a doggone tune right there.
Yeah.
You just kind of know it fits your vibe, right?
There's sort of an unspoken vibe that we're trying to hit that I think we both understand but can't quite put into words. And so whenever we hear a song, we usually look at each other and like, yep, yeah, it just kind of like green light. Let's do that one.
Yeah, that's a doggone tune right there. We don't say that.
What was
words.
the tune? We were at Northern Lights this year, and we had that moment where we just like, someone was playing and we were both sitting there. We both like almost at the exact same time just like turned and looked at each other. We're like, this is a Doggone Brothers song. This is like, it just kind of I don't know. It's sort of a bit of honky tonk, bit of like goofy bluegrass. And
a bit of old time, a bit of folk, a little bit of.
Where'd you come across? Do you remember where you came across that Willie T. Taylor song?
Yeah, Willie T. I think I'm trying to think of when I came across that one specifically. I think it was years ago, like when I was first getting into songwriting. I think in like 2012, a few friends. I think someone shared a video of him just playing. He plays this 4-string tenor guitar, and he's like total like hillbilly, like wearing over like denim overalls with no shirt underneath, and like big epic like straw hat, like big full brim hat, and he's playing this 4-string like super beat-in tenor guitar. And someone posted a YouTube video of it, and he's got a cool way with his lyrics that I find very easy to learn and very catchy, and kind of has a heartfelt sort of small town vibe to it. So I think that's when I first heard Willie T, was around 2012, and then he's put out a few albums since then. But that song was one that I always really liked, "Wrong Way to Run."
There's kind of an authenticity to this acoustic music that when someone writes a song that. You can really feel as part of them, and isn't put on like it might be a story about someone else, but they found a way to make it their own that really resonates with us, I think. And so when those songs come along that they're like, oh yeah, that's part of the doggoneness, is like, yeah, we can sing that in a heartfelt, authentic way, and feel like it's coming from our hearts. And so I think that's part of it.
Reminds me of Front Porch to the Moon.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious whether I'll have an ear for the Doggone song, so I'll start sending you links.
Yes.
Do it.
I've got one in
Anyone,
mind
feel
already.
free. We need more. We need more people collecting Doggone tunes for us.
Yeah. There's a guy out in Sisters, Oregon named Dennis McGregor. He's got a tune called Front Porch to the Moon. I think that might be a Doggone tune.
Maybe. Yeah. We can Doggone it up, that's for sure.
So. Can you give us a bit of a superhero origin story on the Doggone Brothers?
Superhero origins. Well, I was bit by a spider, and Mike, and I got superpowers.
Yeah, exposed to radiation.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, we have a mutual friend who was living in Cranbrook at the time. He's now moved back to his hometown, Calgary, and at the time he was having a birthday party. I think his wife organized this big birthday party, and they rented out a venue just down the street from Cranbrook up in Kimberley, BC, a venue that's not there anymore. It's called the Green Door, but they rented out that space, and he's got a bunch of musician friends, so we kind of had an open mic style birthday party rented in this venue, so anyone could hop up and play tunes. And it ended up being, there would be the odd solo person, and then there would be 3 or 4 of us jamming, and then a couple people in duos, and it just was like this really fun night of jamming. And I had brought my dobro and my guitar, and Mike brought his mandolin and came down from Fernie, and this was kind of before Mike and me ever really played music together. And so he came down, and we all jammed together, and it ended up kind of like jamming into the night. Like a lot of people started trickling out and leaving, and then by the end it was like into the slow like sad songs to an empty bar kind of vibe, and Mike was up there playing, and I was up there with the dobro creating some sappy slide stuff for his, like, you know, heart-wrenching midnight sad songs. And then we just had a fun night jamming that night, and then I think a few days later you reached out and
I think, you know, we realized that we felt the music the same way, and that's rarer than you think it is, you know, no matter how much you play. When you meet someone who's like, it's really fun because you're vibing in the same kind of rhythm. It's all the really subtle things, you know, that it's hard to put words to. But then when you find someone, it's sort of like, well, I want to do more of that. So I just sent him a message like, that was fun. We should do that more. And so we got together and we got ourselves a little gig in Cranbrook here. There's a great local venue they have through the winter called Locals, ironically, that is sort of like a great spot for people to get their first chance on stage. And, you know, we've sort of been playing it off and on in different groups through the years. And, you know, we just kind of said, well, let's get ourselves into the local stage. And they kind of pick 6 acts and you get your 15 minutes and then there's an intermission. And so we put together like a 15-minute set for the Locals gig. And that was sort of our first gig, and kind of grew from there and off the side of our desks a bit. But everywhere we play, we find new people that enjoy what we do, and so we just kind of keep doing it. So
it kind of always was a bit loose and colorful, so to speak. Never really have taken it too seriously, and I think that's kind of the fun of the Doggone Brothers. Is it's progressively has felt like it's maybe taken on more layers of seriousness with, you know, having a Facebook page, and okay, we should probably maybe have some like videos or something to send to people to get gigs. So we film a video, or like Mike is like, hey, maybe we should get a website or something. I'm just gonna make one because he's a designer and can just whip that stuff up. So all of a sudden we have a website, and it's kind of progressively gotten more and more involved without it ever feeling like work in a way.
I mean,
and then
at what point in the stage was the temporary tattoos? Because that sounds like a pretty apex moment.
that was
well, you got to get creative with the merch these days, right? And everybody's trying to think, like, I don't know if you guys find this, but people are not buying CDs like they used to. So we've been trying to do some things that are a little bit different, and temporary tattoos have not been a huge seller yet. But we just got to find a way to
we're
market.
telling they're only about like the size of maybe like a toonie or something. So we're telling people we'll give them a deal on like the full sleeve package, and you just have to buy like 50 of them.
Maybe for
Volume
20
pricing.
bucks and it comes with a CD.
Exactly.
That's right. So,
Scott's, you know, you just got to write a book. Scott's pretty good at hawking his
true.
CDs.
The CDs are
but,
still
you
selling,
know,
but they're books.
There's a
Yeah.
book.
Oh,
in
man.
it.
we've been doing
And you're
these
both
things
so
too.
creative. Yeah, those are sweet.
Oh yeah.
So
These
is
are
that
our
from
well
your
shoot
press,
hankies.
Michael?
So yeah.
Well, shoot.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah.
hand printed.
Yeah.
Hand printed organic hemp cotton. Hand printed in
That's
Fernie,
sweet.
BC.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we should tell the viewers that you've also got a side hustle at Clawhammer Press, doing old style letterpress, posters and all kinds of stuff. Eh? How long
True
have you been
story.
doing that?
Well, I got the first press in 2003, so I've been doing that 20 years, and I guess technically the music is the side hustle because that's sort of my main
Okay.
gig. It's kind of more balanced these days. But really, it's been my full-time gig since 2011, so it's been about 12 years doing that, you know, full time. As much as you can in the arts, you know, work any 16 hours a day you want, as they say.
Every day, 7 days a week.
That's the freedom, isn't it? You're living the dream.
That's right. Tens of dollars a year. Yeah.
So, and you guys
But,
were just out on tour recently, yeah? With Doggone Brothers?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
Well, we kind of. I mean, Mike did a bunch of the booking for it, which was really sweet. I was gone most of the summer, and I was in Spain, and he was texting back and forth with me in different time zones, and we were trying to arrange some of the details from across the
That's
globe.
a
But
logistic nightmare
kinda-
sometimes.
yeah,
We ended up doing a swing through Alberta, in Lethbridge and Wayne, Alberta, and Calgary and Edmonton, and then ducked back into the West Kootenays and played in Nelson and Crawford Bay and Rossland and Creston.
Beautiful.
So that was sort of the main
Yeah,
thing.
there were some cool spots for sure.
So isn't the Alpine Grind a great little reunion
man.
with folks
Oh,
from
yeah,
like
for sure.
Nimble Fingers and stuff? Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shelly and John, they're
Shelley and
awesome.
John.
They
Oh,
they
did you
do
eat the
such a good
pizza?
job with their. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
of
of
course.
course we ate
That's
the pizza.
you can't go to pizza night in concert and not have a homemade pizza from John.
Yeah,
That's like
yum.
that's a sin right there.
If there ever was one, that's right.
If there ever was a sin, that's the one.
What,
That's the one right there. That's the greatest of them all.
Mortal sin not eating that John's pizza.
what was Wayne? Was it Wayne Stock that you were at, or?
Well, we were at the Last Chance Saloon. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This guy right here.
Oh, look, he's got
I
that.
even got the hat to prove it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked Paula, I was like, hey, do you guys have any more of the Last Chance Saloon hats? She's like, no, we sold out of them, but come back tomorrow. I might be able to rummage one up. I think there might be one hiding somewhere. So this was like the last one. She gave it to me the morning after.
Cool.
But that was a super fun gig.
What a place. What a place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
epic.
random place.
We had a funny moment, actually, speaking of the printing, because we were sort of hawking these handmade. My partner Annie does the sewing. Radish and Patch is her thing, and she makes these organic hemp cotton hankies with and then I hand print the little graphic on there, says "Well, shoot," and so we're trying to hawk them from the stage at the Last Chance Saloon there, and I mean that's like the Wild West that the Wild West doesn't even know about down there.
Yeah.
Like there's no cell service. It's a place that you want to go to for sure. And so I said, I don't think you guys care about this, but these are organic hemp cotton, and it was just cricket sounds in there, and like everybody's like,
I just lean in. I'm like, Mike, no one cares that they're organic hemp cotton hand pressed. They're all sitting there just like, what?
I mean,
What's
this
he
is-
talking about? What's
is-
this guy talking about?
it's a place. There's like taxidermied snakes on the wall, right, and bullet holes. And it's like nobody cares about organic hemp cotton. So I had to think quickly and say, well, but they're freshly skinned and printed in blood, and everybody was like, yeah. So then we sold a bunch of them later. So.
Wow, that's a salesperson for you.
Yeah,
Thinking,
you got to think on your feet.
That is a special joint. Actually, the first time I went there was like a bluegrass camp, and that was for the Saturday night gig. We went to the Last Chance Saloon. They showed us the bullet holes in the wall and everything.
Cross 12 bridges to get there, little
Yeah,
rickety ones.
yeah, it's
Really
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
So
beautiful part of
cool.
Alberta.
Well, we should play you a song now.
Yeah.
Do it
Yeah,
up,
totally.
do it up.
Pamela requested this one. We dusted it off.
Yeah, we've just been learning it. Well, I've been learning it
Yeah.
the last couple of days.
I haven't played this song in a while. I've been shying away from it. Feels a little, I don't know. It's not only is it a jam buster, but it also busts the jammer's chops at the same time. So I don't know. But
Well, if
it's
anyone knows
something
about chops, it'd be you.
Right?
it's
These ones?
not these ones.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
That's
about. Right
that's the chops
Oh,
we're
there,
talking
them
about.
chops there.
there. Don't bust them chops. Keep them.
Them some nice chops right there, freshly groomed.
All right, we'll give this one a go. It's about an occupational hazard that I'm sure you'll recognize. 1, 2, 3. It's anybody's guess out in the campground. The Banana Man's got a new dance. By the drum circle, there's a drunk circle. They say play something we can sing, but they can't. They talk this one guy into American Pie, and then me and Bobby McGee, the poor kid. When they sang, you can check out anytime you like. We took a hint, and we did. We followed the call of a doghouse bass, the promise of new songs and sounds. And we stumbled upon a cluster folk, a bunch of folk buddies just folking around. They had concertinas and auto harps, singing hey ho, blow the man down. And it it won't be long till she'll be coming around the mountain. When she comes around, will the circle be unbroken? Has broken up a few. And if I hear, I'll fly away again. That's just what I might do. Somebody says, yo, play something we know. And the lonely hearts whisper, play something blue. And that guy with a djembe, just a campfire away, he wanna jam it with you. Whether you like it or not, he wanna jam it with you. Some songs just need putting out to pasture. Hang up the jersey in the rafters. They served till it hurt. They were well overworked. They earned their sweet hereafter. I wish Sally's Mustang was impounded and the wagon wheel rolled off eternally. I won't be redeemed by a redemption song, and please don't put the weight right on me. Will the circle be unbroken? Has broken up a few. And if I hear, I'll fly away again. That's just what I might do. Somebody says, yo, play something we know. And the lonely hearts whisper, play something blue. And that guy with the djembe, just a campfire away, he wanna jam it with you. Yeah, man, he wanna jam it with you. I realize it's a matter of perspective, but a guy's gotta draw a line somewhere. Then again, I read some scientist said every possible universe is already there. So when that fella started singing Oasis, and up till then I hadn't took him for a fool. Rather than be ungracious, I believed in an alternate universe in which that's cool. Will the circle be unbroken? Has broken up a few. And if I hear, I'll fly away again. That's just what I might do. Somebody says, yo, play something at least you know. And the lonely hearts whisper, play something blue. And that guy with a djembe, still just a campfire away, he wanna jam it with you. Yeah, man, he wanna jam it with you. Lord of mercy, he wanna jam it with you. Up, he wanna jam it with you.
Just like that.
Hey,
That was epic.
just jokes. Just jokes. Not a serious song. Play whatever you want. Don't play Oasis.
So here's a little tune we thought we'd like to play. It's called I'll Fly Away.
Yeah, to the melody of that one, that would be
That morning when this life is over,
Wow, that's pretty cool, actually.
We're progressive.
Yeah, we're progressive.
Progressive bluegrass.
Contemporary.
Hey, you got new fans in Australia.
Right
So,
on.
No
that's
way.
pretty cool.
Damn, I'm done.
Fair income.
Fair income.
All right. Well, you feel like playing us another song?
Sure, let's play another tune.
Yeah, let's do that little tune I like.
All right, we're gonna do an original one here, just following your footsteps here a little bit.
Great.
So this is one that I wrote a few years ago, and it's one of those ones that didn't really find a home until Clay and I started picking together, and it's called The Valley Below, and it's sort of a processing song where a bunch of stuff goes in and it rattles around there for a little while and comes out in a little bit of a story. And I guess it was a bit of a hard time, and this is sort of a tune that has some doggonedness to it, even though it's a little bit of a sad tune. But it's not a true story, even though it is. It's just kind of like become a metaphor in my life about, I don't know, sorting through things and having a bit of hope and letting all the feels come through you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we recorded this tune last fall. We got together and we set up some recording equipment out at Mike's family cabin out on the Kootenai Lake, and yeah, we kind of, it was sort of middle of COVID stuff. We were wrestling all those things, and this one kind of naturally fit into some of the themes that we kept coming back to. So some of the little bit more reflective, kind of hoping for a better day kind of themes. So this is one of my favorite tunes that Mike's written, and yeah, it's called Valley Below.
So in this one, we do have an EP out. It's called Don't Fence Me In, and it's available in all the spots you might go to look for music. Never had too much to say. Guess it's just the Kootenai boy's silent way. Always glad to lend an ear, more like the nighttime forest than the coyote at the end of the day. I have always loved you, it's true, but now I have to sing these words, so I'll be alright. I can barely see you, like a harvest moon in midday. There's nothing left for me to say, so what's there left to do? There's a freshly graded gravel road and cat tracks on the mountain snow. A small house in the valley below that sure is missing you. Well, it's been 3 years since I've seen you around, a couple more since you made the big move to town. All along the highway, the signs are pointing this way, but you're not coming back. I've been staring down my rifle sight. I can't see because my blurry eyes, but I'll be alright. I can barely see you, like the harvest moon in midday. There's nothing left for me to say, so what's there left to do? There's a freshly graded gravel road and cat tracks on the mountain snow. A small house in the valley below that sure is missing you. Sure is missing you. It sure is missing you. There it is, doggone it.
Well, shoot.
Gorgeous.
That's a Michael Heffer original right there.
That's
Oh,
a
and that right there is Clayton
tender
Parsons on the doggone banjo right there.
Yeah, beautiful banjo playing.
gorgeous. Really, really
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah.
You got more fans down in Australia. There's
Yeah.
Fred
Right on.
Monk and
Well, there's a
yeah,
bluegrass
Frank
fest down
Morello.
there at Dorgo Bluegrass Fest. We're hoping
Yeah,
to get
man.
down
Yeah.
to someday. So
Great
Yeah.
festival. I've played.
let's make
it.
some
It's a-
connections down under.
It's a
Yeah.
great
Down under.
festival.
Down under.
You would
Yeah.
go over huge down there.
Yeah, well, you got a friend in Justin Vilches, and
Yeah.
grab him.
right.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, and there's a new fan in Edson, and there Johnny Eaton, man. Yeah,
Hey,
these are the
Johnny.
Doggone brothers. That's who you're watching. There's their website right there. DoggoneBrothers.com is where you
That's
find
right.
them.
Yeah, that was
And,
really, really sweet.
And Margaret says, "You're more than all right. You're doggone fantastic."
What's doggone? We love to hear about that.
There's another fan from Australia. You're killing it in Australia, really, on this
Hey.
broadcast. I don't know. I don't know why you're resonating so deeply with the people of Australia. But that's good.
Love it.
Even if you
We
like,
know why, because
even if you make a mess of their accent, you know.
Even if you sound like New Zealanders.
It's a nice time. It's a nice time.
Well, thank you
thanks
so
you guys
much
so-
for joining
well,
us, fellas.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
said
we were
almost the
saying-
exact same thing at the
Aw.
exact same time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say just thanks so much, Scott and Pamela, for having us come hang out with you on this lovely Tuesday evening. It's like
What a treat.
a very nice way to spend a Tuesday evening.
For sure. Yeah, we cherish those moments we shared with you guys at those two festivals. It was really great to cross paths,
Totally.
share some tunes, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
he was
drinks.
hoping for more in the summer to come here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was
okay.
a little sad that I wasn't in Edmonton when you went through my home bluegrass club there, but
that was a great little place. We
to
had a
pick
great
with
show
you
there.
folks. Great
Good
people
folks
there,
there.
isn't there? Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's a pretty cool group of people for sure.
Well,
Yeah, we kind of just
yeah.
like jumped in and then jumped out of there. So we
Yeah.
popped in, played a quick show, and then ripped out, and we had to get to Nelson the next day. So we were trying to make
Oh,
some
that's a
headway
bit
that
of a
night.
trek.
So goes
It was,
the road sometimes.
Yeah, totally. But that was such a fun one, and yeah, I can't wait for more. It's gonna be a fun year ahead. I hope things stay open and moving in the right direction.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got
for
some
sure.
plans for a little bit of a spring tour as well as maybe a little June jaunt as well. So we got some new
Oh,
things in the
lovely.
works too. So
Great,
Cool.
great.
Cool. All right.
Keep an eye out on that.
Tune in there, folks. That's where you can follow them and catch their gigs.
Thanks
so
for
great
riding
to
along,
see you, fellas.
guys. So sweet.
Yeah, thanks for having us, you
thanks
guys.
so much.
Yeah. Keep it warm over there for us. We're coming back.
Yeah.
Do our best. Doggone it.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, those are the Doggone brothers.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
great.
cool.
Yeah.
We're going to play you one more tune. Before we do, I suppose we should throw up the tip jar link again. If you're in a position to help out our Diesel and Snacks Fund, that's where you could do it. Or now at Venmo at Scott Cook
Yeah.
Songs.
Yeah.
Scott Cook Songs being my handle. It's also my handle on patreon.com. Where I just released a new song yesterday. I've been releasing a new song every month. And yeah, we're going to play another one of those. This one's from like 2 months back, I guess. I think it's about 2 months ago. Yeah, and we just got playing it today. Again, Pamela May is killing it. So yeah, we'll close with that. Before we do, I should mention a couple things, and that includes we got tour dates still ahead. We will be at Lamb's Retreat, and then we're headed through Duluth, Minnesota, and then Nisswa, Minnesota, Inglis, Manitoba, and then shows in Calgary and Edmonton. And those will be with the Second Chances and Pamela. And the Edmonton is going to be a big old sweet homecoming, and we're really looking forward to it. So if you got friends in Minnesota, Manitoba, or around Alberta, please send them our way. The Calgary show is already sold out, but there are still tickets for the Edmonton show. And also, we're going to be on Sunday night, we'll be on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. It's an online event. It's a 75th birthday tribute to the late, great Jack Hardy. And it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern to 10, and we're going to be the last act playing. So, but yeah, all the other acts are great. Tune in if you want to join us for that. And yeah, and thank you again for watching. It's such a pleasure to be able to hang out with y'all once a month. We're going to keep these shows going.
Yeah, we're going to be off the road, and we're hoping to have a Christmas show, and we hope to have, can we announce it?
Sure.
Our special guest. Has he confirmed?
Oh, for the Christmas show.
Yeah, in December, our next show.
Should I mute our mic?
Do we have to have a meeting?
Jared Albright will be our special guest for the Christmas show.
Anyway, the cat's out of the
He's
bag.
confirmed.
He's got a beautiful set of old time
Of holiday tunes.
renditions
Yeah.
that's out digitally today
Yeah.
called Christmas from the Gingerbread Porch. And yeah, a great guy, great player.
Beautiful
Yeah,
player,
so we hope
multi-instrumentalist.
We'll be in our living room at home.
And Elliot will be back too, right?
Yeah, we should have Elliot
Yeah,
with
we'll
us
have
as
Elliot
well,
on there.
so.
It'll be an adorable show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, this is that one of those new Patreon songs. It's called "Fearfully and Wonderfully Made." A loaded flotilla of cloud ships is throwing shadows in a moonbeam parade across the ancient wonder, this dark ocean we're under, fearfully and wonderfully made. And I'm feeling and breathing and remembering, while the frogs and bugs and nightbirds serenade the timeless song that caught me and the limits of my body, fearfully and wonderfully made. The trees drink light and exhale oxygen, growing seeds and fruit, perches and shade. It's uncannily knit, and we belong to it, fearfully and wonderfully made. And all of this has somehow come to know itself, to feel overjoyed, awestruck, and afraid at the warmth in our voices and the weight to our choices, fearfully and wonderfully made. I've seen fireflies and hummingbirds and bowerbirds, coral groves where angelfish played, things people after me might scarcely believe, fearfully and wonderfully made. Look at all these stunning apes invented, Nickelodeons, poems, and grenades, burned 1 billion years of sunlight on 100-year joyride, fearfully and wonderfully made. But how unfathomably lucky to be a vantage point that gets a look at love before before it fades. And if it's all happenstance, it's a holy accident, fearfully and wonderfully made. If it's all happenstance, well, it's a holy accident, fearfully and wonderfully made.
Nicely done. Nicely done, Scott.
Good
Beautiful
playing,
song.
Pamela. Thank you so much, friends. Oh, hey, Johnny. Bandcamp Friday coming soon. It is indeed on Friday. If you don't have Tangle of Souls, it's
yeah.
up on Bandcamp.
I wonder if the Doggone brothers are on Bandcamp.
They might be. It's Bandcamp Friday on Friday.
All
Go
right,
have a
I'm
look.
gonna buy me some of those Doggone tunes and learn how to play them on bass because I noticed they didn't have a bass player.
Hey, Joe, thanks for coming all the way from Texas. So cool.
Yay!
All right, we're going to sign off here, but before we do, we want to thank again the kind folks at Bliss Fest here in
Very
Michigan,
traditional arts
who are
and
putting us
beauty
up here
and coveting here.
in the lap of luxury, and also had us at their beautiful festival this summer. Such a good time. And yeah, such a beautiful place here on the Bliss Farm.
Yeah, Michigan.
Yay, Michigan.
Michigan, yay. Yeah.
Not picking favorites on the
No,
states,
but I
but
do.
you might be Pamela's
I
favorite.
do like Michigan.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
We love
Thanks
ya.
for joining us along.
Yeah. See ya next month, next first Tuesday of the
December.
month. December. Yeah.
As a kid, all I could think about was getting out and running around. Heard my teachers and my bosses making offers to tie me down. But the poets and the misfits, the lost and profound, we're talking like the world's a big old tangle of souls. So I set out for the shimmering distance, not dressed for the wind and rain, unaware that any blessing worth having comes with a burden of pain. And all the love and all the hurt, the sacred and profane, are bundled together in the bittersweet tangle of souls. The way wound through towns and tenements, through deserts and dirty streets. I struggle to hear a kindred heart in the chorus of concrete. But by happenstance, I chanced upon the ones I needed to meet. Such a rare thread